Making the world a better place where every one of us needs to make a difference. Why does everyone need to make a difference? I think the answer is quite simple. And we heard it a lot of times today. People do not trust their governments anymore to get the job done on their own. So simply, we do not have a choice. Our world is more interdependent than ever. Borders have become more like nets than walls. And while this means that ideas, wealth, information, and talent can move freely around the globe, so can negative forces, shaping our shared fates. For better or for worse, we cannot escape one another. We all depend on one another. What affects you also affects me. It's not about my country or your city or his career or her business. It is about the planet. It's about our future, the future of our children and their children. As we gather access to every information, we simply cannot close our eyes, and we need to act. Now, information, we all know that, nourishes progress. Progress changes consciousness. And when you change people's consciousness, then their awareness of what is possible changes as well. It's this awareness we need to share every day in order to make the world a better place. Now, population is growing fastest in the areas least able to take advantage of the benefits of the modern world. And while talent and intelligence may be spread evenly around the globe, opportunity certainly is not. Not for everyone, not everywhere. So it's our shared responsibility to create that opportunity. And it is important that the word gets out, that people realize what's working, big and small, locally and globally, because where there's creative cooperation and shared responsibility, where there's courage coupled with compassion and a vision of our future, there is real success. And if it's about making the world a better place, then it's great news that all over the world, women are gaining more social and economic power than they ever had before. This is good news not only for the women themselves, but actually for our entire society. For it's been proved a lot of times that women tend to reinvest economic gains back into their families, in their communities, much more than men do. They're helping others, shaping the future of their children, improving education and creating opportunity for others. Doing good simply is much higher on our priority list. And there's more good news. You may think you need to be a world leader or billionaire or a DAX-Vorstand in order to make a difference. Well, here's the thing, you don't. There's so much you can do by helping your community, your family, your friends, animals, the planet. As an author I really like put it, Virginia Burden Tower, Process of Intuition, very good book. Cooperation is the thorough conviction that nobody can get there unless we all get there. So, for the second time, the DLDwomen Impact Award honors outstanding women whose work has a vast impact on society and is potentially groundbreaking. Creative minds and hands-on characters who change the way we see this world, starting local, but ultimately affecting the bigger system at play. So please, welcome with me last year's award winner, Gabriele Zedlmayer. I think you saw her on her panel, who will honor this year's Impact Award winner, Juliana Rotich. Gabriele has taken corporate sustainability work to a whole new level. She's done so by initiating major projects in the fields of economic empowerment and education. We all know you. We're very happy that you're doing this.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I just wanted to give you a quick update on an announcement that we made last year, because I think it's also important to show the progress. Last year I was standing on the stage together with Shaira Chef, who is the president of the University of the People. It's a wonderful institution. You've heard a lot about these massive open online courses, but this is an institution where you can also get a degree, a bachelor's degree in business or in IT. And students from hundreds of countries, anywhere around the world, get to take these online courses, and professors from the finest universities, Harvard and New York universities, volunteer to teach these courses. it's a great institution. So we did a scholarship for 100 women to basically go through the 2-year program. Although it's tuition free, there is an administrative fee because of the fact that you get a degree. So, so we help them financially, but I think what's even more important, that goes back to an earlier point in our discussion, is we found folks in our own institution at HP that are willing to mentor some of these women and to help them get ready for their careers. And we did a short 2-minute video on just one lady that is going through the University of the People program. She just arrived in Canada. She's an unemployed mother, has 2 kids, and has to make a living for the family and doesn't really have a good education yet. So she was willing to tell us a little bit about her story. So if we could quickly take a look at the video.
For me, the education is very important. I was studying in Germany business administration, but I was not able to finish because I just came to Canada. You change your whole life, you don't have the family, you don't have support, and you are responsible for your own family. I always wanted to continue with my education, but I didn't have the finances and I didn't have the time. I'm ambitious and I know I want more.
With the explosion of the population that we see worldwide, we'll soon need over 100 million places for students to study. That means we would have to build 4 universities each week, and each university would have to hold 30,000 students. That's not going to happen. Education has to be democratized. The access has to be democratized.
University of the People is the first non-profit, tuition-free online university. Our mission is to enable every single person on earth who does not have the opportunity for higher education to have the opportunity. And there are millions of people around the world who are in this situation. We believe that there isn't a better reason for the invention of the internet than spreading the knowledge everywhere. We have students who study in internet cafe. We have students who study with mobile phone everywhere, anywhere. And the technology enables us to do that. When you educate one person, you can change a life. But if you educate many, you can change the world. We still have a great challenge. Only 20% of our students are female. HP came on board to help us with these students. And they offer scholarship for these women to study with us.
HP decided to support 100 women for a 2-year program with a specific scholarship for the University of the People.
I started to study at the University of the People in November. I'm studying business administration. This way I can choose my own time when I'm studying. University of the People is a perfect solution for me.
We also have gone to our top talent and we've asked them to start mentoring.
Through HP, I'm a mentor with University of the People. Right now I have 1 student. We meet monthly via Skype. Really what I do more than anything is I listen. What challenges she might be facing, where she sees herself going in the future.
She has a lot of experience in the business management. It's kind of role model for me. My life changed since I started to study at the University of the People. Through this I got some hope. I can provide better for my children and make their life easier.
Thank you. And now, to me, this is a total highlight of the day, and not only of the day, of the conference, and of the week, of the month, and of the year. You know, sometimes when people ask you who you'd like to go to dinner with, the answers range from Mother Teresa to Brad Pitt. And the winner of this year's DLD Impact Award would be on my list because she's an absolutely extraordinary individual. She's a technologist, she's a creator, she's an innovator, and I think she's also something like an eternal optimist. She's just a person that gets stuff done. She's part of the Silicon Savannah. We all talk about Silicon Valley, but in Africa there is a scene that is as inventive or innovative, or even more so, with fewer means today, that is truly changing the face of Africa. And she's in the midst of all of that. She's the co-founder of Ushahidi, which is an open source platform that was founded in the aftermath of the Kenya elections, so that you could really map basically area of conflict in the country. And so everybody could be basically uploading information and adding points to the map to say this is an area of crisis and we need to do something about it. So, you know, you reached a whole different audience that was not reached by media before. But this is a platform that can do way more than that, and it's now been used in many other areas in the world. For example, in the DRC or in India to monitor elections or to monitor the swine flu. So it's a phenomenal platform, and you know, this is just, it was a little bit ahead of its time, and coming out of the iHub community and coming out of Kenya just shows you that there is a tremendous amount of innovation going on in Africa right now that we really need to tap into. So if you ask people about her and her character, you know, people say she's got the biggest heart of them all. Your assistant actually said that. And you know, she's a go-getter. A colleague also said she's an Uber geek, basically, who doesn't only have a vision, but she also accomplishes what she sets out to do. And I think, you know, from what I read, what you say about yourself, I like the cosmic girl, because it sort of triggered a tune right away. But you know, that global soul, coming out of Africa, global soul, you were educated in Africa, but also in the United States, going back and really bringing a lot of that IT knowledge back into Africa, which is so important. A tree hugger, really, you know, into biodiversity, which I think is really, really, really important. And I do understand that you like mobile sensors. Not sure, maybe you can tell us exactly, you know, what function those have. And clothes with big pockets. I didn't know about that one. But what I did understand is also that your grandparents had a tremendous influence on you, and that they were the ones that really taught you to become whatever you dream or whatever, you know, you aspire to, which I think is phenomenal. And your grandmother must have been a good cook. From what I understand, she did pumpkin leaves with vegetables in polenta, and that sounds terrific to me too. Now, the world has understood your talents, and you have received a lot of different awards. Whether it's the Social Entrepreneur of the Year from the World Economic Forum, or the top 100 women from The Guardian, or the top 2 IT professionals. You know, being an MIT Media Lab fellow is just, you know, it's my dream come true for you, so this is terrific. You know, a TED fellow, you sit on these councils and make all of the big decisions. I'm just amazed with what you've been able to do already, and I can only imagine what's there to come. So I think what's so important is that you're such a terrific ambassador for the story of Africa right now, a face and a voice for all of the great stuff that's going on, for all of the ingenuity. And this is really something, you know, if there is one message also that I'd like to leave people with, there's so much we can learn from the folks in Africa, because they take the technology to transform societies. We take it to communicate, which is great, but a lot to entertain, and we don't use it enough to transform a society. And they do it with nothing and make really big societal changes. And at the midst of it is Juliana. So there's nobody else I could have much rather just asked on stage to give this award, because I think you're an inspiration to us all, everywhere. Juliana, I'm just thrilled to pieces to hand the DLD Impact Award 2013 to you. And all the very best. Thank you, it's so fantastic.